Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Aaron X. Welcome back to Rumble Wrestling on the YouTube channel. And of course, this is a whopper tag team matchup. And, well, from my estimation, the first women's tag team matchup that we've had here on Rumble Wrestling TV, at least for some number of months, if not years. And talk about a sizable experience advantage, a sizable advantage full stop. In one corner, of course, we have Dominita and the deadly Nightshade. There she is in the red and black. Dominita, of course, on the apron in the blue and black. A massive advantage in terms of size, power, and experience against Beau and Abi Cartwright. And there's Beau, some beautiful pink and blue coloured hair. What a magnificent barnet this young lady has. And of course, she's tagging up with wrestling's biggest author, of course. There she is, Abi Cartwright, somebody who is really climbing the mountain quite quickly and making a name for herself in British professional wrestling, collar and elbow type, and pretty evident who's got the power advantage here. The absolutely stunning offense of the beautiful yet deadly Nightshade. Fresh off another tour of Japan, and Nightshade truly is becoming a world-renowned megastar and an absolutely beautiful one and out. Don't be fooled by those looks, though. That is a deadly and ferocious individual as she wants to tie up once again with Beau. And Beau has plenty of power in her own right, but against Nightshade, certainly nothing to that level. And Nightshade, well, looking for a lockup once again, and now Beau looking to chop down the tree, and I think all that's done is upset Nightshade just that little bit more, and Beau runs right into the wall of excellence that is Nightshade. Referee Anton Green in charge of this phenomenal, ferocious women's tag team matchup here at Sold Out Woodville in Gravesend. Beau ducks a clothesline once again, looks for a shoulder tackle, leaves her feet, and barely knocks Nightshade off her game. Nightshade is just sitting in the corner. Oh, look out. I think Dominita was looking to get herself a slice. A little cheeky, cheap shot in, and unfortunately got sent straight into Nightshade. Now, beautiful tandem offense. Poetry in motion, of course, from Abi Cartwright and Beau. And Abi Cartwright looking to build her head of steam. Lovely European uppercut right into the chin of Nightshade. And again, and Abi Cartwright, I'll tell you what, hits like a freight train, despite her more diminutive size, against someone the likes of Nightshade. And Abi Cartwright is looking to dismantle the big red oak that is Nightshade. She sends her up and over. She lands on her feet as Abi Cartwright puts her brakes on. Lovely back elbow. And gotta say, Abi Cartwright looking really good in the early portions of this matchup, but taking a long time to get centered on the ropes. Looking for a springboard crossbody. Nightshade says, nothing doing. Fall away slam. Beautifully applied by the deadly one. Absolutely stunning offense, as you'd expect from someone the likes of Nightshade. Pinning combination, Abi Cartwright kicks out, but you see the smile forming on the face of Nightshade. She enjoys what she does for a living, and what she does for a living is destroy and dismantle the future careers of young women's professional wrestlers. And Dominita put her boot up there. Cracking athleticism from a woman of her size, and here comes a true veteran of the game, 20 years, the ultimate powerhouse in women's professional wrestling. I would argue probably the greatest women's powerhouse in the history of British professional wrestling. That right there sucks an enormous amount of life out of you. A kick right to the spine of Abi Cartwright from those massive legs of Dominita. And Dominita now perches for Abi Cartwright, and now just driving all of her weight through her knee into the back of Abi Cartwright, and already this signals a death knell for the team of Abi Cartwright and Beau. It's one thing to be cut off in the corner by your average tag team. It's quite another to be cut off by the deadly Nightshade, who has now got the tag, and Dominita. And Nightshade now just choking the life out of Abi Cartwright in the corner. And the referee Anton Green trying to control Dominita, and in the meantime, Nightshade is... I'd be inclined to back up as well if I was Anton Green. I mean, Anton Green's not a big lad, with all due respect to him, although he's got a huge heart. But if Nightshade's roaring at me, even I'm going to back up as the best part of 6'3" myself. And look at the beautiful athleticism and the flexibility for Nightshade as she just stuffs the boot once again into Abi Cartwright. Carbide amp. Well, Nightshade knows exactly what she's doing. Jaw-jacking the referee, giving Dominita an opportunity to get her pound of flesh in the corner as she's choking the life out of Abi Cartwright. Beau will do very well to get out of the ring very quickly. The experience advantage is really starting to show here in this women's tag team matchup. And talk about dismantling. Abi Cartwright, ever since attempting that springboard crossbody, has not been able to get out of the gate. She's looking to fire out from underneath here on Nightshade. Doesn't look like there's too much pepper to those shots. Now trying to light her up with some forearms as well. Does create some separation enough, and Nightshade just puts the brakes on just like that. Grabs her, sends her right back down to the canvas below, and Nightshade in the best shape of her life, in the best form of her life. Maybe people would argue, as far as pound for pound and in form goes, the best women's wrestler in the game today. When you factor that in, with arguably the most destructive force in the history of women's wrestling in Dominita, that makes for a pretty much unstoppable pairing from where I'm sitting. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if it carries on this way, it's going to be a pretty straightforward victory. Scoop slam applied by Dominita, and oh boy. Abi Cartwright could well indeed be finished. Oh, good God almighty. Leg drop. That should be enough. But I'll tell you what, credit to Abi Cartwright. Gets her shoulder off the canvas. Dominita looks as perplexed as anyone. She is furious. And that signals bad news for the team of Beau and Abi Cartwright, because Dominita is already in a bad enough mood. But if you put her in an extremely bad mood, the bad things are going to happen real quickly. The bad times are coming when Dominita is in a Rumble wrestling ring. This is worth pointing out that despite her ferocious mentality, despite her lack of care for anyone in the Rumble wrestling universe, Dominita is still extremely popular with a number of our fans. And worth pointing out, of course, her match with Mia Cortez, infamously our highest ever rated matchup here on YouTube. And Nightshade now, the legal woman in this matchup, with the Irish whip. Abi Cartwright into the corner, does so. Plants her quite nicely, builds up a head of steam, but Abi Cartwright able to take advantage of that momentary hesitation, is looking to build some offense. I don't think, Nightshade was not impressed, and Abi Cartwright was able to escape through the legs and stomped to the midsection. And now, simple, effective offense. When you are the size and the power of Nightshade, you can pretty much do whatever you please. The simplest thing becomes truly devastating. Something as simple as a boot right across the chest can cause real serious damage to an opponent. That's exactly what Nightshade is hoping for. Picks up Abi Cartwright with base and scoop slams her down to the canvas. It has to be just a matter of time at this point. Beau is not in the matchup. A magnificent senton. Beautiful agility from the powerhouse Nightshade. The deadly one has the pinfall, but Abi Cartwright has shown an incredible amount of heart and desire to continue this matchup as Nightshade is just laying in to Abi Cartwright, and every time Abi Cartwright kicks out, every time Abi Cartwright tries to fight back, all it does is intensify the anger and the offense that's coming from the opposition. And when the opposition is Dominita and Nightshade, that is bad news for you. It's heavy artillery versus a musket, quite frankly. And that's exactly what's happening here as Nightshade says, right, I've had enough of this nonsense. And he's looking to crush Abi Cartwright in the corner, and does so. And oh no. Dominita, I believe, Nightshade looking to direct some traffic here. Maybe a miscommunication for a moment, but an Irish whip into the corner, and 20 stone plus of Dominita crushes poor Abi Cartwright. And good God, Abi Cartwright is in a bad position. And I do believe that things are about to be backed up in a real bad way if you own a head known as Abi Cartwright, and that hip check in the corner certainly is going to leave some damage. And if you thought that was bad, oh dear God, oh my, big trade coming. Dominita crushes Abi Cartwright's head like a fresh watermelon on a cocktail table. Outrageous behavior, and she's finished. Well, that might be the understatement of the century. I'm amazed if Abi Cartwright is even alive at this point. She is, though. She's able to escape a cannonball, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall, I guess. And Dominita not used to leaving her feet whatsoever, and when she does, it normally brings massive results. But as she missed there, Abi Cartwright, I don't think she even knows which corner Beau is in. She's just reaching out, hoping that something, anything, will make a tag at this point. But Beau will do. Beau is fresh, and here she comes. Tag on Nightshade as well, looking for a clothesline. Nightshade not really shifting whatsoever, and understandably so when you see the size difference, but a Big old forearm for the last true cockney and a code breaker. Didn't get all of it. Got enough, though, to rock Nightshade. Shotgun drop kick takes Nightshade off her feet. First time in this matchup. Dominita looking for a clothesline. That was ducked. Lovely super kick applied by Beau Bells. And Beau Bells super kicks Nightshade as well. And I'll tell you what, Beau Bells is giving it all she's got. Makes a tag to Abi Cartwright. Not sure just how fresh Abi Cartwright is, but she's back in the match nonetheless. And a double super kick to the chin. And Dominita is having a hard time regaining her equilibrium. And meanwhile, Nightshade is absolutely furious. And the up, down, the leg sweep. Clothesline combination. Abi Cartwright with a pin. Moves out of the way as Dominita was looking at Splasher. Malfunction at the junction, ladies and gentlemen. Twinning Stone and Dominita just splashed Deadly Nightshade inadvertently, of course. And this could be it. This could be the moment. Don't waste any more time, Beau Bells and Abi Cartwright. Get involved. And a drop kick and a kick in synchronicity. And now Abi Cartwright lifting up Dominita. Desperately trying to, at least. And looking potentially for a double DDT finish and a little bit too much posturing and a double headbutt. How's that for synchronicity? Oh boy, bad news is a-coming. Big drivers from Dominita and Nightshade. Dominita is the legal woman, the pinfall and the finish. Thank you very much. The power game reaps rewards here in Gravesend.